at UCF School of Visual Arts and Design. I'm also a VJ with Torque and baseline research, and I work with Guil quite a bit.
Yeah, when I decided to start learning how to VJ, I went to him because I knew that he had a better grasp on it than anybody else in town, specifically because of his programming knowledge. Like, I'm a visual guy in 3D art, and through our collaboration, I've been able to excel and get that much better as a VJ.
So the program I wrote is called SyKick, VJ collaboration. This is us, actually. One of the last shows tour was 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest things I feel is really important in live visual performance is telling a narrative, telling some type of story, not just showing a bunch of lights on screen or things that don't really make sense. So I'm really interested in building a story, and in the same way I'm also interested in when you're doing this for music, looking at the rhythm, looking at the melody, looking at all the different parts of the music, and using that in your video. Is one VJ enough? Sometimes I don't think so. For the most part, being a VJ means that you have, I've played up to 15 hours straight by myself without a break. I'm sure you'll have, yeah, in Miami. Sometimes it happens where you just can't do that. Okay, people expect you to do that. The other reason that one VJ I don't think is enough is because you can do so much more with one person reacting to one part of the music and one person reacting to another. Building a story, putting it all together. So I just want to look at this picture again. See all those wires there? It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. And you know, when you get all 3 of us together like that, we have, you know, fire hazard. I'm sure there's a deer sitting around there somewhere that probably still we have all this gear that's there that costs a lot of money, and I want to get rid of that. Hardware mixing. I think these are about $2 grand right now. It also converts the video. So it spends time converting the video from analog to digital, digital to analog, and messes with the quality a little bit. So my idea was to take all that stuff out. We don't have to use anything. I'm just using a firewire from one computer to another, and we get to remove all of this clutter right here. I use the Syphon Framework, if anybody's heard of that. This is right from the website. It provides an ecosystem for sharing imagery between applications. It allows you to send video around on your computer using your video cards. So you can send video from one application to another. I have a list of all the applications written by these guys, but you'll see them online as made. If you need, want to check that out, it's Syphon right there. But it works on all of these things. Syphon works across the board for many, many things. And you can pretty much build it into your own application if you'd like. I know that I just spelled Cinder wrong. But I know that you can build it into Cinder and also processing, which is what I'm using for. But yeah, Unity 3D, Max MSP, more than you can do. So you can build a game and stream that. Some truths. Not all VJs are network engineers.
I am not a network engineer.
He's not a network engineer. I've seen 2 people attempt to do what I created here, and all of those required you to know a lot about networking, and I don't think that's something that we need to deal with, especially if we're in a show. We have to set this up fast, waiting for certain things to happen, DHCP things to happen, and all that kind of stuff. Nobody cares. We want to get to work. So I'll go through that when I'm doing this. We need really fast, awesome ways for no one. Really doesn't wait for a single person. And so we need the video we need to be able to set this thing up fast, and we need the video to be able to go between our 2 computers pretty much instantly. And we need the best possible picture. So this is SyKick. Auto queries for Syphon servers and network interfaces. So that's the SyKick part of it. Basically, you don't have to do anything. As soon as you turn it on, it says, okay, these Syphon servers are available. These network interfaces are available. Go. grabs your Syphon, yeah, we can just show you how this works. Breaks it into little bitty chunks, that's a technical term. SyCatch is on the other side. So this computer is going to be doing the kicking, this computer is going to be doing the catching. Recombines those little bitty chunks into pieces, or into a video, and then sends it to your Syphon enabled application. So this is VDMX. This is what we both use for live visual performance. You can see it's a very customizable, really scaled down interface here, but I usually use something along the lines of this. You have a bunch of video right here. You have all these clip banks right here. So fire this up. SyKick. So as soon as that turned on, you can see I'm using the FireWire interface, the loopback interface. We plugged our computers in together via FireWire, and pretty much all you have to do, check to see that we're actually getting something. Should we go to the beginning? Oh, we're not. And then take it over here, check the data, get the data over on the other computer, and then serve with Syphon, and then we'll send it over to VDMX. So now that he has the video, I can sit over here, I can mix things together.
Is it a streaming link or is it the whole file link?
I'm sorry?
It's a streaming link, the whole file link.
Yeah, no. I'm streaming the video just on the FireWire over a network interface. And I can send it to him and he can do other things to it. So we have the ability to work in collaboration on an addition of doing different things. It's pretty good stuff. Something that I've been trying to get to work for a long, long time, and finally made it happen. Compression's a little wonky right now. You can see there's a weird line right through the middle. I don't know what it is. But this is kind of the infancy of it. It's very, very, very alpha, I would say. The real important part that I thought that was really important was the simple, all you have to do is click a button. You don't have to enter an IP address. You don't have to do anything like that. I just hit kick, and it goes off to his computer. No problems.
Yeah, seriously, before we were using a whole bunch of hardware in between our setups where he would be sending his video to that hardware. I would then pick it up as one of my live inputs here. And then that's how I would use his input as one of mine and then layer 3 more layers of video on top of that. And I would be controlling the full final output. The cool thing about it is while we're doing that, let's say I don't know what I want to be doing for this particular song, I can bring out all of my video and his video will still be going because he'll be prepared for that part of the song. Or I could then come in, bring this in, and bring his out because I feel like my video is going to work out better at that time. All the while he's still performing his own set over there and I'm performing mine, and we can bring them together. And literally it's plug in one FireWire, click a couple buttons, and it's feeding video.
So he might be mixing on one display and you're mixing on a different display.
We can totally work.
The same content, but mixed differently.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Just like he's outputting this right here, he could be outputting his show, I could be outputting mine, and then we could either have them separate or together.
Very cool. The questions?
Live webcam content.
I can do that.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Hey, this actually will work for anything for Syphon, and will work. It's built in processing, so we could literally do the same thing in processing. Actually, the part of the network bit that was greatly inspired by Checkman, what's his name? Daniel Checkman? David Checkman? Schiffman. Yeah. Greatly inspired by something he had done for webcams. And yeah, so the real important part is it has to get there. It has to get there fast, it has to get there now. We can't wait for compression. We can't wait for iframes to catch up with B frames.
Did you pause your output?
I just thought something.
Oh, I Alright.
What's the maximum resolution you can screen?
At the moment, it's 800 by 600, but I'm actually, what I'm trying to do, I'm actually what there's a line there, I'm trying to do something a bit like what broadcast video does over the airwaves, in order to chop it up into to little pieces,
To get better.
to get more stuff through, and just figuring out the grid, basically the way to chop them up, is gonna be good.
What level are you programming at?
But I mean,
Kind of level of extraction, what do you do? What kind of software, what kind of?
I'm just using processing. It's all processing.
Oh, process.
Yeah, it's all right here. It's a lot of Java built. So you can see I imported all this Java stuff right here. Take this to work so far. It is a lot of Java. It's a lot of stuff that processing probably wasn't intended to do. But I'm just kind of pushing it and it's working out.
What builds your interface? What builds the
Processing.
interface? Also within the
Yeah,
process.
it's just right here. There it is.
It's very cool.
Can you kick and catch from the same machine yet?
Yeah. That's what the loopback interface is for. You see that it says LO0. That's your loopback interface. That'll just come, so I can do that to another machine. But that's just for testing. There's really not a lot of reasons to do that. If you're on the same machine, you wouldn't need to send it over to this because Syphon does all that for you.
No, I mean like so you have 3 DJs and you want to do like multi.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
yeah. That's probably version 7. But it'll happen. Yeah. But the idea would be that I can feed him, he can feed me, and all that stuff can go out to one place. You know.
And your compression, how is that?
At the moment, it's JPEG, and I don't like it. It's too slow. I don't like the way it messes up the colors and does all this stuff. But I honestly think I'm gonna to instead of using any kind of image compression, I'm going to break it down into bytes and then send those bytes as smaller as well.
Are you using like high-level call system library or something?
JPEG. So JPEG goes into Java. Yeah, I want to say it's one of Image.io. Those guys.
What's up, thinking? Have you done any testing over like gigabit Ethernet? You were in some situation where it was not a possibility.
I've done it over, yeah, it works over Ethernet just fine. Same way, just plug the two in together. The real thing that I want to figure out is can we do it over a network? Can I send it to another part of, Orlando in the same kind of thing? So that's really where I want to get it to. So you can do things like that. Where
there's an artist that I met recently. He was doing something similar where he established a network connection between 2 machines with artists who are doing video art so that they could collaboratively work on it. And he was doing it in between like Israel and Palestine. So you have like an artist in Palestine and an artist in Israel. And it was definitely lower resolution because there was further to travel and stuff like that. But I can't recall his name right now, but I'll look him up and let you know.
I have another project I've been working on where we were in, we had a boys group here in Orlando at the Science Center, I believe, that were drummers for a school, and then we had some other people in South Africa that were tribesmen drummers, and that was actually a great way to illustrate why you need the video right on time because they were trying to play together, but there was a lag, and so you know what I mean. It was a little weird.
Lots of exciting possibilities.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm really excited about because, like you said, it's very alpha, very infantile, and the stage is that now. But the ease in which we're able to do this, it's going to really change the game in the future.
Yeah.
Do you notice any latency problems in this setup? Obviously, if you're going from one country to another, you're going to have.
Yeah.
But in this situation, do you also sometimes notice?
There's a little teeny bit of lag.
It's
A
not
little bit of lag.
couple
But the idea is the lag should only be as just how long it takes for data to go down the cable. There should be no waiting. So normal compressed video, the way it works is it refers at one point we'll refer to a frame before or a frame after it, and so that you need to have a couple frames there in order for the video to work. This is just a machine gun firing video.
So you said
Yeah,
so you said JPEGs.
yeah.
So it's just within an image is doing the compression, not between successive images.
Exactly. Yeah.
So use like a UDP broadcast?
Yeah. Yeah. And a very interesting way, I don't know, I might just interlace it. I've been trying to figure out a way to get those packets smaller and smaller, and make it still look right. I have many ideas, many failures, some successes, but
Well, you know, when they asked Edison about his 200 failures to try and find a filament, he said, no, I just succeeded 200 times finding out which one not to use.
exactly.
Cool.
All right.
All right, thank you guys.